country famed for its deep history, grand monuments, bustling cities, and more recently the fastest economic development the world has ever seen. China is attracting a lot of attention right now, but where is life here really like? We can talk about the Chinese culture by referring to the six different dimensions as part of Hofstede's cultural dimension theory. The first dimension we are going to look at is power distance. Power distance defined as the degree of equality that exists and is accepted between people with and without power. So this level determines if a culture values some people more than value others. China has a very high power distance, so the more senior person is, the more respected and honored they will be. Confucianism breaks down these relationships between a boss and an employee, or a master and servant loyalty. Sense of duty and respect for China are all highly valued. Also, the subordinate-superior relationship tend to be polarized, and there is not defense against power abuse by superior. Chinese company is willing to follow office regulation and work guidelines made by the owner. Employees do not want to challenge their senior worker or supervisor and just want to obey the decisions or orders their superiors make. That is, the order of rank is anchored firmly, and Chinese workers do not want to insubordinate occupational hierarchy. In Chinese culture, rank is extremely important in business relationship, and you must keep rank differences while communicating. For example, when you go to a place where Chinese business partners are gathering, you have to find someone of higher rank and greet to them. Plus, when meal is ready, you cannot still eat it before the highest person.
Second dimension is individualism and collectivism. The fundamental issue addressed by this dimension is the degree of interdependence society maintains among its members. It has to do with whether people's self-image is defended in terms of I and we. In individualist societies, people are supposed to look after themselves and their direct family only. In collectivist societies, people belong to a group that take care of them in exchange for loyalty. China is a highly collectivist culture where people act in the interests of the group and not necessarily of themselves. In groups, consideration affects hearing and promotions with clauses in blue, such as family, are getting preferential treatment. Employee commitment in the organization, but not necessarily to the people in the organization, is low. Whereas relationships with colleagues are cooperative, for in group they are called or even hostile to outgrowth. Personal relationships prevail over tasks and company.
So the third dimension is about masculinity and femininity. So a masculine society indicates that the society will be driven by competition, achievement and success, with success being defined by the winner based in filled value system that starts in school and continues throughout organizational life. Feminine society means that the dominant values in society are caring for others and equality of life. A feminine society is one where quality of life is seen as the success and the standing out from the crowd is not admirable. The fundamental issue here is what motivates people wanting to be the best masculine or liking what you do feminine. China is a masculine society, success-oriented and driven. The need to ensure success can be exemplified the fact that many Chinese will sacrifice family and leisure priorities to work. Service people such as hairdressers will provide services until very late at night. Leisure time is not so important. The migrated farm workers will leave their families behind in faraway places in order to obtain better work and pay in the cities. Another example is that Chinese students care very much about their exam scores and ranking as this is the main criteria to achieve success or not.
Uncertainty avoidance is the extent to which the culture feels threatened by ambiguous and known situations. High uncertainty avoidance cultures tend to be worried about the future. They have high levels of anxiety and are highly resistant to change. Therefore, these cultures develop many rules to control social behaviors. On the other hand, low uncertainty avoidance cultures tend to live day to day, and they are more willing to accept change and take risks. Conflicts and competition are natural. Dissent is acceptable, deviance is not threatening, and individual achievement is regarded as beneficial. Thus, these cultures need few rules to control social behaviors. China is a highly uncertainty avoidance country. Managers are more controlling, less approachable, and less likely to delegate to subordinates than their low avoidance counterparts. That is, managers in China do not place as much trust in their employees as managers in more countries such as US, France, or Sweden. Chinese government has usually established very strict legislations to control social behaviors. The most well-known law is public execution. In business world, Chinese people usually don't like doing business with companies they don't know and consider the relationship among various parties as one of the most important factors in business. However, the relationship is not based on money. If you want to establish close relationship with Chinese businessmen, you have to foster understanding and emotional bonds. Frequent conflict is the best way. When you and your Chinese business partners can feel a friendship and others, they feel obliged to do business with their friends first.